Hello everybody. Unfortunately, we could not get the face cam going today. The Zoom meeting was messing up a bit, and I really could not get it figured out. But I digress. We're going to jump into it. This is my revision defense presentation over my work page 3, I believe. Yes. So, originally, I had a problem with my resource page. On the right, you could see it is a bit hard to see, but is improper MLA formatted sources paging. Resource page. On my left side, we have a more proper version of an MLA formatted resource page. We have the website, you got it from. For example, fourth one down is the history channel with all of the authors and the title and such. And we have the link and the date it was accessed. So that was fixed. Next, it's a bit blurry, but we have our in-text citations. On this left side over here, which is the original, you can see I had improper MLA formatting once again. Instead of the page number, I was putting the dates onto my in-text citations. Whereas on the right side, which is the revised one, I was putting page numbers instead of the dates. So we fixed that little mess up right there. The use of first person in my essay, I was using quite a lot of first person pronouns. For example, at this bottom you can see I was saying I a lot, I hope, multiple times, whereas in my revised one I tried not to use first person pronouns, as it's, frankly, I don't exactly have much credibility, obviously, as I'm a student. So having first person pronouns kind of gives off the vibes that I do know what I'm talking about, which frankly I don't. I just researched this, of course. This is not my field of study. I don't really have a field of study. So yeah. An added paragraph. So I really felt like my essay could use this paragraph, as this text at the bottom says this added context is important for my essay, as it adds the reasons as to why there is an incentive to keep using fossil fuels rather than green energy, which I feel like was something that was lacking in my essay. There was all this talk of, how fossil fuels were being used and such like that. But I didn't really talk about the reasons as to why people were still using them. So in this part of my essay, I added a bit of context that was missing. And this last part here is hope. It has one of my favorite quotes from the Hunger Games. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. Which, in this topic, I feel is very fitting. As I say here, adding this quote is an attempt to convey one of my main points in writing this essay. No matter how bleak the world looks, clinging to hope is important. Using it as my final message in this essay was on purpose, as this is what I wanted the reader to remember, is that hope is something we should always keep, and it is very important if we are wanting change in the world. So, yeah. Thank you all, and have a wonderful day.